What's up, Bitnova? How you doing, man? Sorry, I was kind of doing mo. So anybody who's here, I will be speaking with Michael Pickle on Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's got a film called The Dead Place. It's going to be starring Art the Clown himself will be in the film, David Howard Thornton, and I'll be speaking to him about this up-and-coming project that you can support on Indiegogo. So that will be a lot of fun. Let's see how far I can get in this game.
That's kind of my bad. Had a bit of a tumble with one of the locals.
The fuck? Caitlin, this place is wrecked.
Well, you should see the other guy.
What do you think happened to Jacob and Emma?
Probably nothing.
They got raped by a
I mean,
werewolf.
should we go find them? Warn them?
I think the safest thing, the most responsible thing, is to try and get help.
Right. And then we can come back for them.
And Nick.
And Nick.
At least we're out of that jail cell. That took like 2 streams to get through that.
Wait,
What? Is there something in there?
I don't know.
What is it?
Jacob? Emma? Your funeral, buddy.
What is going on, everybody? I hit the road and about. Hey, what's up, Anthony?
Ah, she makes me! She makes me! Ah!
Hey, it's us!
Oh, I didn't even know he lost a hand.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
that's
really
right, he
sorry.
did. Dude,
Dylan, I am
I have
so
not been
sorry.
able
I did
to
that with you. I was really
Dylan.
scared and I thought it's not
play this
Mace.
game consistently, so I forget things.
Air freshener.
I forgot he lost his hand.
Yeah.
It's all I could find.
But that's what's cool about this game. At least you see different different scenarios. That's where the replay value comes in. But it's a lot to get through this game. I don't want to say it's bad. It's been interesting
You're,
at points. It's been boring at points. But it is what it is. So next Wednesday I hit the road for Kentucky.
So she was in the police
Scarefest.
station this whole time?
I'm working
Insane,
on
right?
possibly having a really
This
cool
whole time, we were having
buddy
such
of
a
mine
fun
sit at
summer.
the table with me who's going to be attending the event. His film's going to be premiering. I'm
Okay.
speaking with the event.
Not without some parts. Specifically,
His film's
a rotor
premiering. He's a
There's
friend of
scrapyard
mine.
up the road.
If he wants to sit
So
down at the
you
table,
can
I'm
fix it.
happy to have him there.
No promises, but
And
there's hope.
I'll see when I get
That's where we're
hear
gonna
back
find
from them. That's what I'll be checking for during this stream. And once I
Sounds
hear
like a
back
long
about
shot.
that, it'll be hopefully they're really cool about it, which I think they
Dylan,
will be,
Come on, I need you.
and I
need
can
you.
announce it.
Fine. Okay. Once again, Dylan puts himself in
I
mortal
can't-
danger for the sake
Anthony
of
Jordan,
his
I go
work
through
friends.
these games trying to kill every single one of them. I did that on
What
the Man of
exactly are we
Medan,
supposed to do?
and
I mean,
the
van is
last
nice,
second
but
I
it's
killed
not
the last
exactly Fort
dude.
Knox.
I
Well-
killed all of them.
There's a shelter under the lodge. You could be safe there for a while.
All right, Abby, you're with me. Good luck.
Who do I want to die? All. All of them. But yeah, Scarefest coming up, man. I'm stoked. Robert Patrick, Robert Englund, Lance Henriksen, Kassir, the voice of John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. Friday 13th Part 6 cast, Friday 13th Part 7 cast, the Friday 13th Part 6 cast who just did the Vengeance movies. Can't wait to meet them. We got cutouts come from them. Some black light cutouts for all these things. Peter Anthony, I believe, is going to be there. I know Peter Anthony's going to be there. I don't think Jason Brooks is going to be there. I wish he would be able to attend that event, but CJ Graham will be there. Kane Hodder's going to be there.
Keep it down.
Man, this event is stacked. The Return of the Living Dead cast, Tom Matthews, I've met a few times. Also, Part 6, Friday 13th.
This way.
Honestly, just so many. This has to be one of the. Crypticon had a stacked guest list, and this event has, wow. Like, I'm excited to be going as far as Doomsday's Crypt goes. It's a big event for us, and we've gone big for this one in a short amount of time. A lot of hard work from the team. It's got a new pumpkin. Oh, I got a pumpkin head from Vinny that I'll have at the event too. Yeah. I haven't unveiled it. It's been tough, and one of the things I want to do when I get back from this last...
It's coming from up ahead.
Oh. Oh, did you? Was that all the way back in 1990?
Jacob.
I can't believe it was that long ago. That's when you know it's a year old.
Jesus, what happened to you?
But yeah, this event's gonna be a lot of fun, and if it works out with oh, fuck that.
Hey, bad idea.
Yeah. I should have opened it just to kill him. I keep always going for the prompts in this game because I get stuck talking.
Look, you gotta get me out of here, man.
How?
Seriously.
It's
But,
electrified.
Okay,
Yeah, Anthony, if you haven't watched Vengeance 1 and 2,
that's how they're operated, okay?
my
So
God,
guy,
dude, you got to check those
dude,
films
from the
out.
woods, he used
I've
that-
had Jason Brooks on. I got to get him back on. But damn, dude, talk about brutal.
Why are you here,
Brutal,
Travis?
brutal movie you can find on YouTube.
be out with the
I'd even
others.
quit my stream
Like I
if
say,
I was
we've
you
been all night
and
long
watch
trying to
those
keep
two
those kids
movies.
safe.
It's got CJ Graham in it, Tom McLaughlin, and it's basically a sequel to Part 6. And CJ Graham plays Jason's father, Elias
It's Caitlin.
Voorhees. It's
She's
got
dead.
so many great people in the special. Oh, the
No.
practical effects.
Boys are bringing her
I
in
consider
right
it canon.
Now I know you got to screw loose in that cop head of yours. There ain't no way to kill her in her kind of condition.
now. Silver bullet. She's dead, Ma.
Yeah, I see. I'm all right with that because it's brutal. Like, they get that kill count up there, and Tamara Glynn from Halloween 5, who I got to meet at Crypticon and become really cool with her. Like, I've talked to her a few times, and she's gonna come on for a live stream. She was the blonde from Halloween 5.
Not my little Kaylee! God damn you!
She was in the recent Terrifier 2, and she's also in
What did you do
Vengeance
to
2,
her?
and it's funny in Vengeance 2, they kind of touched that she was in Halloween, not as a crossover or anything, but just kind of a funny little
Did you get
little
bitten?
thing.
Is she crazy?
Yeah, and my buddy Mick Strawn, who's been on the show a few times. I ain't gonna stop shit. Yeah, it is public domain. We should do a team up, Anthony, at some point. Do a team up stream. I'd be down. Have you come on? I've been meaning to ask you about it. Use rifle. Yeah, damn. Oh, use a life? Oh, I was confused. I was... Yeah, we could do something like that, man. Maybe see if Interval wants to hop on, too. Get the three of us on, do a stream. I'm down. It's just been so busy, man. I feel bad. Even your channel, I enjoy your content. If anybody's here who hasn't checked out Anthony's channel, he's got a great channel. And it's not that I haven't been trying to check out people's streams. I've been missing everybody's lately because just, this will be my fourth event in 5 months and traveling and working 24 hours a day. I feel like I'm not supporting everybody the way I'd like to, but
I saw this old guy.
dude, honestly, it's just been really tough.
Why are you here,
Oh,
Travis?
I love Halloween 5.
You ought to
Let me
be
get
out with
it.
the
Yeah, Tamara Glenn, the blonde girl, the sickle girl. So cool. I really like her a lot. She's in Arkansas. Had a great time meeting her. Her and Doug Tate came down to the table together because she'd been wanting to talk and meet Doug Tate too. And it was kind of cool because they got to meet each other down there and speak and come check out the Doomsday's Crypt area. And we had a great time. I met Doug at
like I say,
Phantasm
we've
before.
been
He's the
all
Jack
night long
Link's
trying to keep those kids
zombie.
safe.
He did the extra shoot where he's holding Freddy's head and Freddy versus Jason. He was also a stuntman in Halloween Kills. Super cool, dude.
It's Kaylee.
And
dead.
yeah, I want to get both of them on the show at some point. It's just been a
Why'd you
lot of
bring
good
her in right now?
networking and going
Now, I
to
know
these
you gotta screw
shows.
loose in that cop head of yours. There
And
ain't no way to kill her
I
in her
think
kind of condition.
after
Silver bullet.
Scarefest coming up, we're going to have a pretty exciting 2023 here in Doomsday's Crypt with some really, really great guests, some really exciting things, and something fun for the whole horror community.
No,
So,
not my granddaughter.
yeah,
Not
be
my
ready.
little
It's
granddaughter,
going to be
not my
fun.
Kaylee, not my little Kaylee, not my little Kaylee, not my little Kaylee. You goddamn piece of shit! Not my little Kaylee! God damn you!
All right, we just did this,
What
and I
did you
think
do to
I
her?
rewound it for it. I'm almost tempted to watch Halloween. I think I'm going to go this weekend. It
Did you
comes
get
out.
bitten?
Yeah, it comes out. Yeah, this weekend,
Is she
doesn't
crazy?
it? I don't want to stop Laura, and I'm not going back on it. I don't care. Do it.
Laura,
I was thinking about watching it while I'm in
what have
Kentucky,
you done?
going with my buddies that are going to be there. One buddy I think is going to make it, come hang out at the table, and the guy was, fuck that. I don't want to try to save him. I chose not to. Don't be it. Nah. At least you can call him out.
Coward!
Hey, Ma! Send Bobby down!
I don't know how I want to watch Halloween Ends. I think I'm going to go to the theater and see it first. I have, was Peacock. I got all of them. I'm pretty sure it's Peacock. And, I want to experience the movie in the best
Did
way.
you miss me?
Not really.
Hopefully,
Didn't miss you.
You've brought me some more of my cards. Let's have a look, shall we?
But I don't want to, like,
The Wheel of Fortune.
Halloween Ends.
After all,
I couldn't get all
fortune
my
is
guys
nothing
to
but a
want to go to
spinning
watch
wheel.
it at the time,
Sometimes you
so
have to
we
take a
didn't go.
chance. Karma works
But
in
we all decided we're going to go
mysterious
watch
ways,
Halloween
but
Kills
it
at the
favors
theater.
those
So it's
who
going to be
pay
tough not
attention.
watching on Peacock.
Watch closely. Though the wheel spins,
But I might go see it in the movie
eagle
theater
eye
a
can
second
tell
time,
where
if it's not
just
terrible.
Details.
Just something about going to those kind of movies. In the theater. I mean, it's an experience. Yeah, see, I can't go Thursday. I could go to a matinee, but it'll be the weekend.
Go. You still got time. Be
The
careful.
house, because I work two
Very
different houses. The
careful.
one house I work at, nobody's really a horror fan. My weekend house, we kind of do things more together than this house, and we'll go there. But it's gonna be tough to not watch it on Peacock, and I don't want to watch it on Peacock and be
You
like,
been there
man,
before?
The scrapyard?
I don't enjoy
Just seen
it.
the sign
I
about
want to
breaking
experience it in the theater. I don't want to watch it on. I'll watch it on Peacock, but I don't want to watch it the first time on Peacock. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be
What
right
if we
back.
just, like...
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed your cosplay of Jason. I'm thinking of bringing the coveralls, and I got a couple masks that I might just don as Michael Myers. I sold my Part 3 Jason mask. I was considering dressing up like Jason, but I might don the coveralls and do a little bit of Michael Myers at the Doomsday's Crypt table. But we'll see. I'll be right back, guys. All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Let me catch up on this comment there, Anthony. I added something really cool to my vinyl collection. There was a yard sale from my house. I got a vintage Elvis record from 1977. I'm guessing that was never played, that never opened. It's cutting off there. That's awesome, dude. I was never really a hardcore Elvis fan. Uh, I, I have a few people that I take care of. There's one in particular that's a huge Elvis fan. And the movie theater I go to has cutouts and they sell them all the time. So I bought him a life-size Elvis cutout a couple of years ago and even played some music with it, which was cool. Had to get it for him. And I saw the new movie. I know people were floored by it. And I've watched a lot of Elvis stuff. I do not hate Elvis, but I'm not like a huge Elvis guy. And I know there are people that are, and I respect it. And I do enjoy his music. I'm not going to deny that. So, very cool. I didn't think the movie that just came out was as epic as everybody else did, but that's just because probably I'm not a diehard, I got to know everything about Elvis fan. But I do know a lot about Elvis, which is crazy. And you're reviewing the Halloween 5 in the Jason costume. All right. Well, I just met Don Shanks a few months ago. Great guy. I got some pictures. I think I posted them. And yeah, I like Don Shanks a lot. The mask has grown on me in the look. It doesn't make a lot of sense how it went from Halloween 4 to 5, but I'm not sure which mask I like better. Neither one's my favorite. But I definitely like not having shoulder pads on Don Shanks and physically a better look. And I met Tom Borga from Part 4 who did more scenes than people remember. I didn't like certain things about Halloween 4's look. I loved the movie and I loved the people that portrayed Myers. I thought a lot of them did great. I thought Morga was great in the scenes he did. And Wilbur was great, but it was the costume designs. I don't know who thought it was okay to put sideburns and shoulder pads. I can kind of understand where he grabbed it from another thing. It couldn't be the same mask. In the Halloween 4 mask, I've seen it without the hair on it. I think if you did the right hair, and I'm talking to my the guy who does a lot of my Myers masks about doing one without the sideburns and a different hairstyle on the Halloween 4 mask. And I think that'll be really cool.
Welcome to the main road.
But I just got confirmation of the person who's going to be sitting on my table. A good friend of mine. He was just in Voorhees Night of the Beast. He played Jason. And I wanted to make sure it was okay with the event if he came and sat at the table. James Stokes is going to be coming and sitting with me at Scarefest.
Yeah.
Who's going to be premiering another Jason Voorhees at a Friday 13th movie. There, I didn't know about. So I'm excited to have my buddy James Stokes. I've spoken with him a few times and had him on the show a few times, I should say, and spoken with him off shows a few times. And he was going to Scarefest. I was like, hey, let me see if I can have you come sit at the table. They said yeah, and he's a little wuss. He's gonna be depressed. He lost his hand. I'd be depressed.
The same, are they?
Some people won't. But fuck them.
But yeah, James Stokes is gonna come sit at the table with me. His movie's gonna be premiering at that event on Saturday night. Another indie Friday 13th thing, and the Roseblood guys are gonna be there. I know you're a big fan of Roseblood, Anthony. Peter Anthony's going to be there. And a few others are going to be there. Terry Kaiser, Lar Park Lincoln, and who else is going to be there? I forget.
Oh, now's your chance, buddy.
I forget who's going to be there. I think there's another person from Roseblood's going to be there. We did a sick cutout for it. My artist did a sick cutout, not we, but
shit.
I had the idea of doing a Roseblood one. I gave him the
Okay.
idea, and as usual, Michael Toth killed it with the art.
Oh, look,
It's
steam pumps
black
back.
light.
Ew. Come on.
I was explaining to him my idea at first. He's like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? But I finally was able to break it down for him, and he nailed it. He did exactly. He picks my brain good and puts it down and does some art that I just, you know, I'm excited to work on the Doomsday's Crypt comic that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a themed horror-based
Yes, we just
comic.
make ourselves at home. Whip up
And
some
that should be fun.
cocktails, see what's on the TV.
Yeah, the Don Post masks are valuable, just because the time and everything. She's annoyed.
Would you just cut it out, please?
Cut what out?
Acting
But
like whatever
you know
it
women
is
don't get
you're acting
along.
like.
I
It's
know
not funny.
that.
Oh, sorry. My name's Abigail, and I'm clinically unable to have a good
Cat
time.
fight.
You see, I had it surgically removed
Just
when I was
kidding.
just a wee
But yeah, the
child.
Don Post masks are valuable. But for me, I never really liked the looks of them. I mean, it's a collector thing, and for me, like, I gotta pause this for a sec because this is important to me. I see people collect things and they become collectors and valuable and this and that, and nothing against it. But for me, I know so many great artists and talent out there that are putting together these amazing things and doing these amazing things that for me, it's valuable. I love. That's your people. Yeah. Halloween 6 mask is up there for me too. And I had a beautiful Halloween 6 mask, and I sold it at an event. It was like somebody offered me like I was like nah, and they kept raising the price on it, and for what I paid. And you know, the tough thing is you got to let things go, and I'll get another Halloween 6 mask. This one was beautiful, and then I saw it recently. And I love autographs on masks, but this mask was beautiful. But it had signatures all over it, and it just, I don't know, I hated it. Like, as somebody who loved the mask, it was a tough one to see, like, confetti all over the face. And I get it, but it was such a beautiful Halloween 6 mask. I hated seeing it. I would have rather seen like a Tots slightly rehauled mask signed by everybody, because it wasn't even like it was a Halloween 6 cast that signed it. I don't know. It kind of broke my heart to see it, to tell you the truth. But it is what it is. You know, it wasn't my mask anymore. It was like they showed me because they thought it would be cool, and it was cool. But for me, it was kind of broke my heart in a sense because it was one of my favorite masks. I got a few autographed.
Even when everything's falling apart, you still
But
have to be the center
with
of
the
attention.
H6 mask,
Do
I
you
don't know
have
who
an
did
off
that
button?
paint
Is there
job with the
anything
other
underneath
masks
all
I
that
got.
crooked
I know who
legal
did.
shit?
The thing that I have signed
I
most
just
that
wasted
would be
so
a
much
never for
time
sale
trying to
is
figure out
all
how to
the
be like
autographs
you.
on those busts I
And
got. I
finally
get it done
realized
on
you
the
need me to
coveralls.
prop you up. You need
And
those.
I got some
And guess what?
legendary
I'm
names on it.
tired
And I
of
wanted to
being
get
your audience.
Scout
Sorry you feel that way.
Scout Taylor Compton and Daniel Harris on it, and I missed them. I should have done it sooner, but I'm like, I'll meet them Saturday, and they left early on Saturday at Spookala, but I'm sure I'll run into them again and get them to sign it.
Me too. And maybe I'm just afraid that you'll realize.
I literally
you
caught
don't
Scout
know
out the door. Daniel Harris is like, nope.
Best friend.
But Scout stopped, and she was really cool about it. I met her before, and I talked to her for a couple minutes before she took off, and I thought that was great.
Fuck this now.
And I get it with Daniel Harris, so it
Yeah.
wasn't like she was being snobby or
Come on.
anything, all right?
I wanna hear you say
I was
it.
upset about it. I got it. She was probably like,
Fuck
I'm
this
ready
night,
to
fucking all
go.
the way to
It was a long
morning.
weekend. But I'm sure I'll run into them again at some point. But yeah, I'll be announcing about James Stokes coming.
Easy, Ma.
And as usual, most of these I usually put on private after they upload because it's game, and I try to keep it
Everybody just relax.
non-game.
Can't shoot what you can't see, darling.
But I got a great interview coming up, you know, on Saturday.
Gotcha. No for what you did to my Kaylee. Get the fuck off!
Shoot her face off. I don't even want to. I'm gonna let her. Let's see what happens. I hope her face gets shot off.
You ain't hurting us anymore.
Do it. I ain't taking you out. There's something about Mary.
Everybody stop!
Murderous bitch.
Ma, shut the fuck up!
That ain't no way to be talking to your mother.
Don't talk to your ma like that.
Put me down, asshole!
What the hell is going on up here?
We ain't keeping them safe anymore, Bobby. Not after what they did to
Damn
our
it, Baba.
Kaylee.
What the fuck kind of distraction is that?
Hey, little bitch. You're singing off key.
Oh, really? Man, I gotta get that. I gotta get Michael Christopher back on the show. Oh, he's fucking trash, man. Not Michael Christopher, but it's just a shame. It's an honest shame. I mean, you can watch it on YouTube, but I
She
don't
was
know.
annoying the shit out of me.
That's awesome. One down. Let's take out some more of these characters. But yeah, I'll bring on Michael Christopher again if you want, Anthony. I'll bring you on too if you're a big fan of Dawn of the Dead. Mike's a good dude. Let you come on and co-host with me.
Okay. Alright, that's not good.
Yeah. No, I don't want... Yeah, pull knife. Bleed out. Pulling that shit out. Hope he dies too. That's not good to do. I wouldn't have done that.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta get a hold of Mike. I haven't talked to him since Phantasm. He was supposed to be there, and you know, Mike's just a great guy. He's really the Hare Krishna. Legendary zombie, of course. And I like to say he's a pal, you know, we've become pals. So I do have to catch up with him. And you're more than welcome to come on, Anthony, for sure. He loves meeting his fans, and I know if you're a fan of Dawn of the Dead, he'd love to talk to you about it. If you want, I gotta send Mike Christopher some stuff. Like I said, I'm really cool with them, or at least I think I am. I'm pretty cool with Mike Christopher. Yeah. I just saw Ken Forey last month. I'm trying to get him on the show. He said he'd be down for it. I got along. He's another one I got along with really well. Try to get an autograph signing. But yeah, Ken Forey was a great guy. Great guy. I really liked Ken a lot. Tons of personality. I met him. We went to the bar at the hotel where Crypticon was at, and he was there. Amelia Kincaid from Night of the Demons was there. She was really cool. Quite a few of them just hung out there, and I was able to talk to. Ken was really, really cool. I've heard that about Ken, but yeah, he was, you know, what a good dude. What a good dude. I also talked to Alex Vincent and, I want to say Catherine Elise. I'm probably butchering it because I'm tired, but they both wanted to come on together and talked about doing an autograph signing, so we could possibly have a Child's Play autograph signing coming up. The Doomsday's Crypt boxes are going to be dropping. It's going to be a big 2023. Yeah, Catherine Elise and Alex Vincent. Those will be great to come on. Tamara Glenn is down to come on, do an autograph signing. We got some products that are going to be great. That's why I was saying, like, I think we got some really cool collectibles coming in Doomsday's Crypt by some of the talented people out there in the horror industry that deserve recognition. So, yeah. Ken Forey's another one. There's a few I spoke with that we'll be talking to. Jackson, the voice of Ghostface, I talked to him. I got to contact him. Hopefully after this one we got a few more lined up and we can do some cool signings with. Yeah, very exciting times, and we're gonna be kicking ass at hey, Chris Callie. Oh, we already checked that out. There was trash in there. Alright, we already did that. Gotta go here, right? It was funny with Jackson. He was, I had a piece I got signed for the artist friend and my friend too, Ryan. And he did the Ghostface voice talking to Mojo Jojo because he did both voices. And they were both in there. Don't do shit. I guess we'll hide. Well, everybody hides under the bed. Hope I get like a Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th game kind of deal with this one. Yeah, you know, Anthony, I'll be honest, after the first Jurassic Park, none of them really did anything for me. I put on the last Jurassic Park. I just, yeah. I just couldn't, I don't know.
I'm close.
I couldn't get into it. I didn't give it much chance though. I just haven't liked it since the first one. I thought the first one was good. I mean, the second one was alright. It was just not even... It was kind of like just a money grab. That's the way I looked at it. Jurassic Park, the first one. The first one kind of, you know,
You can't hide from me in my own
did
house,
something
fucker!
film-wise that was special, and the rest
You're a
just
fucker.
seemed like cash grabs. And I'm not saying they were like terrible, awful movies I couldn't watch, but they weren't iconic. I think it almost hurt it. The series, in a sense. You know, if you're gonna do a sequel, just, you know, try to put the effort in you did with the first one, or at least, I don't know. That's just me. I'm doing well, Chris Colley. How you doing? We're going around this way. I want to see what's over here. But anybody who just came in, James Stokes is going to be joining me at the Scarefest table. He was Jason Voorhees in Night of the Beast, and he's got a film premiering at Scarefest, and he let me know he's going. He was thinking about getting a table, and he's like, come join us at Doomsday's Crypt table. So he'll be there, and I had to hold off until I checked with the event, made sure it was alright, because Scarefest is amazing. You got to respect the events and make sure you don't upset them. I've learned a lot, and they're more than happy about it and gracious about it as usual. They've been really amazing over at Scarefest, Kentucky. I'm very excited about this event. Class act event, and they've all been. I've been really lucky. All the events I've gone to have been really good one way or another. And I think all of them I've met and done things in my life that I thought I'd never be doing. Meeting people I never thought I'd be meeting, and not only just meeting them, becoming friends with them, genuine friends. Like Phantasm with Beatrice Buckley, who played Freddy Krueger's mom in Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Like, we talk to each other, we're friends with each other. You know, we'll definitely be doing something in the future together again, and that's cool. Somebody I was as a kid going to the movie theater and seeing it in the theater, a Nightmare on Elm Street movie that, you know, I talked to her more about other things, but then when I had to go, you know, this is somebody I was a fan of, going to the movie theater and watching Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and we're friends, you know, we're really cool, and huge respect for each other. It's very cool. The things that we've been doing at Doomsday's Crypt and what's going on, it blows my mind when I think of it. I don't really think of it too much. It's just kind of how it is now, but it's like, wow, that's really cool. Some great people, and getting to know them, I don't know, it's really hard to put into words. But I always say the horror community is the best community, and horror right now is probably the most exciting thing out there for any fan, if you're a fan of horror. Let's play a song. What do you guys want to hear? Yeah, we're gonna play the piano. Do some Beethoven. Ooh. But yeah, we got potentially a lot of cool guests coming on the show. Some legends coming on the show. Some really cool stuff we're doing in Doomsday's Crypt with all the talent that's involved coming to the table in 2023. I mean, 2023, even though this event I don't want to look past because I'm so excited for it. It's going to be, I think, the time of my life. As usual, every event seems to be that lately. I'm excited for 2023. Oh, I didn't even hear about the Wolfman remake, Anthony. Also, my buddy, the Sawyer Massacre, which I'm a producer on, will be coming out. I forget the date on that, but that's coming out soon too. And that'll be free on YouTube. Did you watch the new Hellraiser movie? I assume you did. And what did you think? I finally got around to watching it today. I'll be the first to admit I was late to the party. Ryan Gosling. Well, I do think it's time for the Universal monsters to kind of make a comeback. I think it's been a little while. I think the last really good one that I can remember was Monster Squad, and that was a long time ago. But I do think there's a lot of love for them. And that's a tough one to touch on because you got to make it modern enough that people will enjoy it, but you also can't make it too... That's a tough one to touch on, the Universal horrors on remakes. I don't want to say there's... You know, I enjoyed, what was it, Wolfman with Jack Nicholson, or that was Wolf. But it's so tough to do the Universal monsters with respect, but you have to modernize it. You can't... I think that'd be fun, though. I mean, if anybody asked what I'd want to see in it, I think it needs to, I don't know, it's a tough, like I said, it's a tough one to,
Howdy, darling.
like, what I'd like, if I saw it, might not be what other people would like, because it's such a classic, I wouldn't want to touch it.
I
But
got better.
She's infected.
there could be some good avenues to go with it.
Oh, you're gonna shoot me again? That worked so well for you last time.
But that's subjective too, because I just feel like it's really subjective, especially with Universal monsters, and that's where Monster Squad did it right at the time.
I not have enough silver to kill you, but I could sure make you.
I do believe Dracula, and I don't mean it. It's not. I don't know. Stab her. I wanted her to die. Oh, kill her. No, kill her. Oh.
Travis, get your ass up here. We need silver for this one. Travis?
I mean, I enjoyed... Like, there's been some good vampire movies. Nah, you ain't pulling that out. Just leave it. There's been some good vampire movies. Interview with the Vampire, there's been some good ones. But there's not been like that Universal monster type deal.
Oh, shit.
Where it kind of goes back to the roots but modernizes it. And I think that could be really cool, but it has to be done in such a way. In such a way that I'm not going to say it can't be done, but it's going to be a tough one to do because there's going to be so many people that just, no matter what, won't like it. Like, I think if a Universal Monster movie came out and it was really good, it'd still kind of get bashed, but it might get the love it would deserve 10, 15 years after.
She can see in the dark. She's one of them.
What are you?
I'm gonna enjoy
The
watching
worst
you die,
nightmare.
girl.
Hey! Everybody fucking stop right now!
Take her head off, Travis. She's bit.
Yeah. Yeah, fill her
Well,
with
you have to
silver,
make
son.
the Wolfman likable, yet a villain. I mean, I don't want to say a Wolfman's Jekyll and Hyde, but really that's the base for it, in a sense, you know? It's a good person with something dangerous about them when they become, like, you know? You can't just have the guy be an asshole, turn into a Wolfman and become a murderous asshole. You have to have a really, really likable, fleshed out character. The character of the Wolfman is more important than the Wolfman itself. The Wolfman and what the Wolfman can do is easy to do, but to have the relatable written story of the person who becomes the Wolfman is what it. That's the difference. You have to. Script. We have some ideas. One of the first ones is the Doomsday Script Demon, and that's going to be in like graphic novel, comic book form. You're going to get squished. Hope those walls come in. But it always, like, even I was talking to Ronnie Hayes, and I'm not sure where the Brood will go. We got some good ideas between the two of us. We haven't really both had the time to work on it the way we want to. We've worked on it a lot in between my conventions and what he's doing. But it is a film that, you know, I want to have happen. So, with that being said, that's going to be, and Ronnie and I both agree, it has to be a character-driven story. There has to be characters in any horror film that comes up. You can't just have flat characters. And
This is my knife.
and there's a lot of horror movies or this and that where got so much good, but the characters never really get you to care about them. And it doesn't have to be the main villain. It has to be the yang to the horror, the yang. So the character that scares you also has to have a person who's the total opposite and make it work.
Pick on someone your own size.
Travis!
But you have to do it in a unique way. You can't just have it be the good guys. So good, so good, so good, to where you just can't stand it. Oh, she's gonna take him out.
What happened to you?
Oh, you know, nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh, Ryan.
it, guys. I love you too, Chris Callie. You're the best.
I'm so sorry.
Hope all is well with you.
That bad, huh?
Oh, it's not
I
good,
keep trying
buddy.
to fix it. Whatever this is, people keep
I don't want the bite. Well,
getting...
maybe.
Max, how are you?
He's alright. Like, he didn't really bother me too much.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but...
You shouldn't have come with me.
You think? Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry to make you feel guilty, but that's how I roll. If I'm dying, I'm flying.
Am I dying?
Yeah.
You've lost a lot of blood.
But it'll heal though, right?
Yeah, you know what, though, Anthony? A lot of hate went towards the Friday 13th game. I think if it had a single-player game and the layout was, tweaked because you got
Ryan,
the PlayStation 5 now. I think overall it was a good game with some of the right tweaks.
if you let me
So I don't want them to
it means you'll be
redo it, but yeah, I'd love to see a Halloween game. I know there's been some indie games that are pretty short, that are pretty cool
I got it, big
for indie developers. But I'd like to see I think there could be a lot of fun Michael Myers game. Maybe I'll write the script for it.
To get out.
No, I think there could be
Let me bite you and you
a couple
heal,
cool versions,
Then I have to kill Chris.
and especially with Halloween Ends, give it a little breathing room and build up a hype again to reboot it
It's saving your own life.
in its
And
own
mine,
way.
and
A
Max's
good
and your
game
friends'
with
too.
the right cast, voice actors. Video games make a lot of money.
Let you bite me.
Get somebody like you don't
Love
have
to
to have
kill
Jamie
Chris
Lee
Hackett.
Curtis, but a voice like Daniel Harris and
Die.
some of the other cast doing the voices for it and
Pretty much,
reprising the roles could be a great
It's your call.
Halloween
For now.
way to go. It almost gives me an idea now. I don't want to spit it up because I don't want to give my ideas away.
So we doing this or no?
But I got an idea for a Halloween game that I think would be really cool. I don't know what the question was. I will decline it. Unless you was saying
I just
something
think-
nice.
I think one of us needs to stay. Human.
But you'll die.
You don't care about that. You just want someone to do your dirty work. Shut up.
So it's okay for me, for Max, for your friends to be infected, just not precious Ryan, even if it saves your life.
You're damn right.
You're fucking
Go out like
asshole.
a champ. You're damn right. See, that's where like on a video game, I guess it could be cool. But me, and this goes for all genres, so I'll say it like that. So don't, even like Marvel movies or Batman movies, Superman movies, crossover movies in general. I enjoyed Freddy vs. Jason, but I don't consider it canon. It was kind of fun as a fan film. So I don't want that to get... This is just my preference. I'm not a big fan of crossovers. Like, I'll watch like a fight, like there's a Michael Myers Jason one that was done pretty well. That was just, basically no story. There's a little bit of story, just kind of introduced, but not much. And it was fun. But a movie of it, or even a game of it, for me, I play it, but I don't. Yeah. I'd rather have a Michael Myers story, a Jason story. I don't need them crossing over. Even with Vengeance, which I loved, and I loved the crossover nod they did, but they didn't cross it over. Like, it was just a nod, kind of little Easter egg in it. And the second one, with Tam Glynn's character, who was in Halloween. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm from this place, and, Michael Myers is coming. It was just kind of a funny little addition to it. It didn't really mean anything canon-wise. And it didn't take away. It just was basically, I'm not from, this area. I'm from a town called Haddonfield. Just a little nod. But I'm just not into crossovers. I don't want to see Michael Myers fight Jason Voorhees. I don't. Michael Myers is scary when you don't see. It's the anticipation of what Michael Myers is going to do more than what Michael Myers does. Vengeance with Friday the 13th was great. And Vengeance 2, I don't want. Both movies are great. Because the first Friday the 13th I saw was part 6. So it's surreal when I see a part 6, and then the people who worked on part 6, Jason, actor C.J. Graham, plays Jason's father. It works. And Tom McLaughlin, who plays the Crypt Keeper. Yeah, I got a good idea for a good Halloween game that would be a sequel to one of the films, and it just give an alternate universe and not do it where you have to have actors or this or that. You could have their voices, yes, but you don't need to have.
So, do you want to give me some direction?
I don't know. It just I feel it could work story wise. There's always been a story for a part in the series that I felt could
okay, so we're looking
use some attention, and
engines?
it's nothing against any sequels from it, but I just felt it wasn't what it needed. But there's a story behind it that I could see being told, and at a certain timeline of events could fit really well. So that's kind of my thing. And it might be good, it might suck, but this is just my takes on things, and I don't like to give things away. I don't want to do it, and I do want to get into the production and producing films in Doomsday's Crypt, where not so much even just I write it or anything, but production company supporting films, helping them get made, bringing horror films to life under the Doomsday's Crypt brand. But there is some horror films I'd like to do. But if I ever got, say, the rights down the road, and this is like pipe dream type deal, like Blumhouse had got the rights to Halloween, to have the rights or be a part of writing a film, a Halloween film, would be my ultimate dream. Just to at least even have like some ideas to throw towards it, whether they stick or not.
Oh, right.
I might think my ideas are great, and other people can think they're dog shit. Everybody can think it's dog shit. So what I think is good doesn't mean other people will. But I do feel I have some really cool ideas for a Halloween film. But I don't... Like, I do a fan film because I do love fan films, and they get so much... But there's so many good ones. There's just so many good ones. And you can't really make money off them. But they can give you the attention you need. It's a tough one, though. The way fan films are going. You see guys like C.J. Graham in them. Tom McLaughlin in them. Fan films are just a different avenue. Like, I honestly consider Vengeance, the Vengeance series, to be canon to me. I thought they were that well done. That Jason Brooks as Jason Voorhees, C.J. Graham as Elias Voorhees, the father of Jason. That was a story Tom McLaughlin had wanted to do after Part 6, was introduce Jason's father. And Jason Brooks, man, that dude is a talent.
I Where are we gonna end up in a
Oh, let me
documentary?
reword my head one day when I was
Stop.
just bored and just thought up scenario. Oh, dude, I'm not knocking. Dude, I'd love to hear it. Let me put it that way. But like, I'm like the worst person for crossovers. Was my point. Not so much that it couldn't be done well. It's just my brain doesn't like creatively wouldn't be like, how could it do a cool Jason? Like, all right, here's a good scenario. There's kind of like an idea that me and my artist and my artist had a lot to do with this idea where we were going with the Doomsday Script thing and the Three-Eyed Demon was crossover in a sense, but. And we have one with Hellraiser. Like the first image he drew was of Pinhead and the Doomsday Demon in a picture. I'll show it to you where the Doomsday Demon takes off Pinhead's head. where it'd be a crossover, but it'd be an underworld kind of crossover, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, but it's like if we're gonna do a Doomsday Script demon. Three-Eyed Demon, a film. I wouldn't want it to be liable to, you couldn't make it your own story and use like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers or Pinhead or anything. Where we had a good idea, it'd kind of be like the Crypt Keeper, where he's telling stories from below, but not really telling stories from below. He kind of, I don't know, the underworld god kind of thing, like he's behind pulling the strings of all of them. They're separate, but they'd be tied in. Not that the Myers fight, but the Three-Eyed Demon was able to, he was just like the Doomsday Demon, where he pulls the strings on reality a lot. And he's gonna be there's some good ideas with it, let me put it that way, that we can add a lot of story to, but we haven't had a chance to work on it a whole lot. I'll be honest, we haven't, because I've been so busy with conventions. But there has been some, I think, some really cool ideas, and if you've seen Michael Toast's art, there's some really cool things we can do. And we're planning on putting in the Doomsday Script loot boxes, where you're going to get an autograph, you're going to get a cool item from some of the talent, from the people in the community. You're going to get your money's worth. There's going to be a good chance to win something even extra in each box. Almost like a scratch ticket, or what you'd call a chase. And some of these, like there's the chase boxes, where you're trying to get a certain thing. But if you get the other, it's cool. But there's such a limited amount. We're working on things like that for the box. We're working on incorporating like a Doomsday Script demon comic. His name, where we're at so far, is Tritium, like Three-Eyed Demon, Tritium, Tritium. So we do have a little bit of an idea, like where we're going. We just got to flesh it out and put the story together, and some cool stuff for that. And I'm also working on the Brute script, and that's kind of been something that's been talked about for a little bit, and there hasn't been enough time. And I've been working with one writer, super talented writer, and I know he's busy. I've been super busy, so we're gonna see if we can come together and come up with a script. He's given some great advice, so even if we don't finish the script together, I'll definitely acknowledge, his belief in the project and the support. And but there's some really exciting things. But I am too tired to play this game anymore. And I appreciate you guys all for being here. Exciting things coming in 2023. The last part of 2023, the Halloween season, right before Halloween, the weekend before Halloween, because Halloween's on a Monday this year. Before the weekend of the Halloween weekend, we'll be in Kentucky, Scarefest, October 21st to 23rd. I thought Phantasm was going to be the pinnacle. It was. That I thought Crypticon would be the pinnacle after that. It was. And Scarefest, oh my goodness, man. I am Robert Englund, Robert Patrick, Lance Hendrickson, John Kassir, Kane Hodder, C.J. Graham, the cast from movies in Friday the 13th, Return of the Living Dead. I've already met Tom Matthews twice, and I'll be meeting him a third time at Scarefest. Awesome guy. We got some cool The Return of the Living Dead. Tarman's going to be there. Linnea Quigley. I hope I'm saying it right. Linnea Quigley's going to be there. Her and Nick Benson are talking about wheelchair races because they both have busted up legs right now. She just had surgery on her knee. She was supposed to be at Crypticon. She was unable to attend because of her knee injury, but she'll be at Scarefest. Linnea Quigley, she was in Return of the Living Dead. Good Lord, she was in so many movies. I can't even name them all. But she's going to be there. I can't wait to meet her. Return of the Living Dead, obviously, she was in Night of the Demons. What was it? Freakazoid? Freakazoid she was in. That was really good. She's an 80s legend. And I can't wait to meet her. The Vengeance team's going to be there. Peter Anthony. A bunch from Vengeance are going to be there. It's going to be like a family reunion, and it's an honor that I know so many people going. So I'm excited about that. I mean, I know these people. These people are really good people, and it's like, wow, a lot of them are legends or on the way to be legends and a big part of the horror history. I mean, Peter Anthony is doing so much for horror right now. Riley from Slash and Cast has done so much for horror. Vince DeSante, just all these people. Even ones coming up like Jason Pitts, who's really working hard that I've been friends with. Jason Brooks, the guy behind Vengeance. You see these people doing these things. It's incredible. And this weekend, Saturday, another filmmaker who's been working on some really cool stuff that was recommended. David Howard Thornton, who played Art the Clown, is going to be in this movie. And he'll be on Saturday. His name is Michael Pickle. And I don't want to screw up the name of the film. But I said it earlier in the stream. He's going to be on Saturday. Angel Bradford's in that movie. There's an up-and-coming actress. My buddy Cody. You guys have all met Cody Huskins. He's in The Grind. CJ Vecchio, who's working on The Evil 3. Just Steve Merlo. The Sawyer Massacre is coming out soon. I've heard great things about it. I'm sure if I asked Steve to watch an early screening, he'd give it to me, but I almost want to watch it when everybody else does. Horror right now is the ultimate. It's so much fun. There's so much opportunity. It's so cool watching all these talented, not just filmmakers, but guys making masks that are working hard, like Lonnie McCullum, artists like Scott Straka and Michael Toth. Michael Toth has been killing it with the art for Doomsday's Crypt. That dude goes above and beyond and gets things done. Jesse Aaron's making masks. Vinny Cucurado, who's done a lot of the amazing pieces. Daniel Cruz, Church of Horrors, um, Slasher Greedy, Nick Malpagano, Jimmy Falco. They'll all be at the table. These guys are just horror personified. There's so much talent. James Stokes is going to be at the table with me at Scarefest in a week or so. Beatrice Bupley, Freddie's mom. She's done some other independent movies that will, we got to do a watch party, and I'll bring Beatrice on. We'll do one for quarantine and the other one. I'm going to bring her on. We're going to watch it together. I think that'd be fun. I know Beatrice would be down. She's like a family member. I don't want to say sister, but she's just family. I got to spend Phantasm weekend with her. A huge amount of respect towards her, and I know how much she thinks of me, and that blows me away, because she's such she's amazing. She's such a good person. Can't wait to have her come back on and talk to her again. I haven't really had a chance to do a live stream or talk to her on the phone since Phantasm, but we've been communicating still and checking up on each other and talking about future events and doing something again together in the future as a team. So yeah, some really fun stuff for Doomsday's Crypt. And I appreciate your support, and I'm excited to do this journey with all you guys. So until next time, take care, and thank you again for all the support, and be ready to rock and roll, because that's how we do.